Hi everyone, this is NeoStone08 here with a review of the EP Slow Ride for New Zero Kanada by Godspeed You Black Emperor. For laymen out there who don't know what it is, because I'm not just making it only for musical experts, I'm making it for people who are, wanting to get into more music and whatnot. Now, an EP is basically just an album that's below 25 minutes. For example, this album, you know, this is an EP because it's like two songs that are around, it comes to around 28 minutes. Not really very long. I mean, it's pretty long if you listen to the whole thing, but it's like two songs, and one of them is 10 minutes, and the other is like around 18 to 13 minutes, I think, I remember. Now, this is Godspeed You Emperor's second ever release, with their first release being F sharp, A sharp, Infinity. You can see my reflection on there, but here it is right here, so you can see the cover art. Now, F sharp, A sharp, Infinity takes a lot of inspiration from swans. And generally, Godspeed You Black Emperor entirely, it's basically just massively, not really copying, but taking massive amounts of inspiration from mainly two songs on the Swans album, Soundtrack for the Blind. I'm holding that upside down. It's meant to be looked at like this. This is weird. Soundtrack for the Blind is a very interesting album on its own, but I want to talk about the songs. Uh, I want you to understand where their inspiration comes from, because there are two songs on here that mainly influence Godspeed You Black Emperor. And the first of one of these is Helpless Child, which is a song with some very interesting instrumentation. It starts off with these weird ambient drones, and and then there's some soft guitar playing, some vocals, and mainly it's like the soft guitar playing. Well, it's the leading instrument, and then it moves on to a crescendo that builds and builds and builds until it just collapses. And it's a very beautiful crescendo, I admit. And the other song that Godspeed takes inspiration from is I Was the Prisoner in Your Skull. Mainly the drone and ambient aspects of it, and the weird samples, like the guy going na 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 na, and the sample of that dude talking about whatever. It's just really weird samples. Now, Slow Ride for New Zero Kanata is more, I guess the word would be maybe concise. I'm not sure if that's even a word. It's more, uh, there's a word for when something is smaller and more tight. It's basically a tighter version of F sharp, A sharp, Infinity, with, it's just more short, it's more, uh, thought out, in my opinion, and it has a very similar atmosphere. And this atmosphere is very strong. It's very emotional, maybe a little bit melodramatic, but certainly less melodramatic than something like explosions in the sky, like, you know, the Earth is not a dead, cold place or whatever. I didn't like that album. Um, but I'd say like it's more sad. It's melancholic. It's kind of upsetting and very dark. It's just kind of sad, and uh, yeah. And this is mainly emphasized with on the first song, Moya, which is it's an adaptation of one of Goreki's symphonies. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's the third symphony, and it's very sad with its like going da 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 at the start, and then there's some after the violin part with the ma 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 ma, there's the slow guitar, and then drums kick in, and then it gets faster, and then it you know crescendos, and then it ends, and then the next song begins, which is Blade Bailey Finnegan the Third. Now, Blade Bailey Finnegan the Third is mainly focused around a sample of a man talking about his experience with the government, and the one time he got like a ticket, and then he paid for the ticket, and then got pissed at a judge, and it's kind of funny in a way. It's a little, I guess those guys over at TV Tropes would use the word NARM or whatever they call it, but I would say it's kind of just, in a way, it's, I'm not sure what emotion it's supposed to make you feel. It's supposed to, I'm assuming it's supposed to make you feel, like, it kind of makes an emotion that does not exist, kind of, and it's really cool. Um, the sample's cool. The instrumentation cool, going da 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 da. It's just same kind of instrumentation on the other song, but like a little more calmer and soothing, and a little more positive. Less sad, because you see this guy who's kind of like revolting against the system. This man, Blade Bailey Finnegan the Third. See him like, talking to the judge, all like saying, "You think you're a god, but you're not. Uh, actually, well, you're not." Another interesting thing to note is that he reads out a poem, which is literally just mostly lyrics from the song Virus by Iron Maiden. And I'm an Iron Maiden fan, but I don't really listen to anything that isn't the first two albums because I have weird taste. And also, he's also on the album F sharp, A sharp, Infinity, at the beginning of the song Providence. No, he's actually at the start of the song. Is he at the start of Providence? I can't remember. Let me check in here. Um, Wait, where's the track list? It doesn't say. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. But he's in one of the songs on this album. And the way I'm describing this album may make me seem a little bit ambivalent towards it and sort of not caring about it, but I actually really do care about this album. I really love it because of its atmosphere. It's very strong. It's very good instrumentation. The cool sample on at the end of it, and I really like this album. It's like I rate it like a solid 4 out of 5. Um, and yeah, Neostone 08 here, signing out. I guess bye.